Appreciate it, man. Thank you. What's up, dude? Not too much, just doing a live stream. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys joining. Just thought I'd hop on here for a live stream. Start shredding it up. How long have you practiced this? I haven't practiced any of the stuff I'm playing right now. I literally just hit go live and start playing. How you doing, Jeff? That Theos is sweet. Yeah, this thing is beautiful, man. I love this guitar. Super awesome. Play Smells Like Teen Spirit? Maybe next time. How long have you played guitar? I've been playing guitar for about 16 years. So August of 2008 is when I started. And gonna play for probably another, hopefully till I'm like 100 years old. I'll play till then, hopefully. This guitar is so easy to play. It's super, I don't know. I can play like really good on this guitar. It's just everything about it is just so easy to play. What's your favorite phrasing line for improv? I don't have anything in particular. Just whatever the idea calls for. I don't necessarily categorize things in my brain that way. Just whatever I play is what I play. Hey, I like this question. Biggest roadblock before you reached next level? I always say this, and I don't know if I would categorize it before reaching next level. I never had too many roadblocks other than sweep picking. Sweep picking was one of those things that I struggled with. It took me about a couple years to get down. Within the first 5 years of my playing, I had to pretty much learn sweep picking, and it's all because of the right hand technique, to be honest. Did you take lessons? If so, for how long? Or are you self-taught? I'm pretty much self-taught, but my dad is a guitar player, so yeah, I learned from him a little bit and do a lot of the stuff that I do based off of my own discoveries. Most of my stuff I do is based off of my own discoveries and listening to a lot of cool music. His dad is OG Shred? Yeah. Oh, for sure. He does a lot of that blues rock kind of stuff. Are those single coils the Beryllium or Mark singles? The single coils are Mark singles. I never had the Beryllium pickups, but I would be open to trying them. These are like really good pickups. So when you find something you like, you ever just like not want to try anything else? That's kind of what I did with these, because these pickups are the same ones in my white one, and I basically just do the same thing with all my other guitars because why not? Why not? If I like a sound, then why should I change it up? Especially if it's HSS. You know what I mean? I get so frustrated. I'm sick of playing the same stuff. You just gotta put yourself in situations where you're not playing the same stuff. Put on a YouTube backing track, improvise to something in E Lydian. Try that. That'll make you play something different because you're gonna have to target certain chord tones. I obviously don't know your skill level, so I can't just give you a recommendation. But that's something that usually people who are rock players aren't very used to. So E Lydian, E major with a sharp 4 essentially is what this is. Works great over F sharp major, D major. George Lynch or Jakey Lee? I mean, I'm not super familiar with either of them, to be completely honest. But just because I've listened to more Jakey Lee, I have to go with him. What do you guys think? I learned, I think he means for the love of God, but I don't know what I'm doing, going through theory from the bottom. Yep, I figured, based off of your question, that you probably could learn some theory for sure. So that's all in E minor, I believe. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's all in E minor. So basically, that's the modes of the G major scale. So yeah, you're gonna be sounding good if you use more pentatonic stuff for that song. So E minor pentatonic typically. What you sir should check out Lightning Strikes Again by Dokken. Very, very good solo section. Yeah, I know George Lynch played in Dokken. I listened to the first album based off of someone's recommendation, and that was pretty good. But I know a little bit more about Jakey Lee. If that makes sense. Everyone says I sound like George Lynch too. It's interesting. I never listened to him though, but I know that he's an EVH style player for sure, or has that sort of LA rock sound. We have a very nice Lynch sound at times. Yeah, I guess at times for sure. I definitely don't listen to him enough to sound exactly like him. Not that I sound exactly like anyone else anyway. Kind of not the goal here. What's your rig? Is it a rack mount? JW? I don't know what that is, but I am just using a plugin from a company called Polychrome DSP, and it's called a McRockland suite, and that's what I've been using for my live streams and a lot of videos. But sometimes I use some tube amps for the videos as well. Just depends if I'm recording direct or not, you know what I mean? Those are cool ways of playing arpeggios. Have you ever tried that? Going on 2 strings like this? Actually, you could use economy picking with that as well. Love your playing, man. You got great technique and feel. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's a goal, to have a combination of both, I would say. That's a cool arpeggio on 5s right there. A little tough to play that way, though. Would a GoPro be decent to record guitar videos? I want to start my own channel soon, but not sure how to get the ball rolling camera-wise. You could just use your iPhone, your smartphone, just use whatever you got for right now. It doesn't really matter about the gear you have. What's more important is that you just start. Truthfully, all cameras look good nowadays. As long as it's at least 720p, I mean, it looks good. It'll be fine. Now, audio might be a concern. I mean, I'm just using camera audio. Some people like this sound. Some people don't like this sound. But on a lot of videos I use, obviously, I'm recording directly into Logic. So it just depends on what your goal is. But at the end of the day, just start. That's how you get the ball rolling. As Apollo Creed said from the movie Rocky 3, he said to Rocky, "There is no tomorrow. Just start today." Well, he didn't say just start today, but I'm telling you, just start. Post your first video. Every day is a new opportunity to post a new video. Just start. If you feel inspired or whatever, just do it. There's nothing stopping you other than yourself. Thank you for that advice. Yeah, no problem. Just start. You'll get it figured out later. The equipment is not as important as you think. Obviously, you can always upgrade your studio gear and all that, but it's not that important. What's more important is that you just start, truthfully. And I'm sure a GoPro is good enough for the time being. If not, it's probably good. It's probably 1080p, and that's really all you need. I know some people use 4K, but I don't even use 4K really. I'm gonna work on my legato technique right now. Hammer-on only legato is what I'm working on right now, where all you use is no pull-offs. You avoid pull-offs. This is how Holdsworth does it. Where even when you're descending, say you're playing a scale like I don't know, let's play B mixolydian. Even when you're descending, you're only using hammer-ons. It's like a piano. Very hard technique to actually master. Yay, the Straten Marshall show is on. That's right, man. We're working on legato technique right now. Hammer-on only legato, of course. This is the kind of technique that Holdsworth would use. Obviously, I'm nowhere near Holdsworth's level when it comes to legato. Or really to his level in any way, shape, or form, because he's an absolute master, but we're going to try working on it anyway. That's a cool lick right there. I like that. Love it. Super cool. Really trying to get that super good tone though with the legato, so that's why I'm doing it slow. Have you been doing lives here on YouTube? This is my first time seeing you live. I've been doing lives for the last couple of months for sure. Glad to have you on here. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm practicing legato technique right now, so check it out. You're really talented, man. Like, I'm amazed. Thank you. Have you gotten your legato to hard? It sounds like pick notes you press really hard. I don't know what you mean by that. Have you got your legato to hard? It sounds like picked notes that you press really hard. Well, my legato technique when I'm working on like the what I consider like the true legato technique as Holdsworth would do, I'm trying to go for only hammer-ons because you're changing your tone when you're using pull-offs. Obviously, pull-offs are fine for like, you know, rock legato. Like, that's cool and all, but For this sort of super smooth sounding legato, I really am trying to go for the only hammer-ons. Almost think of it like a piano. Oh, that explains it. Sounds really cool. Not used to that. Yeah, it's different. Listen to Holdsworth. You'll hear a lot of that. Like, it's not as soft as legato usually is. It's just avoiding sort of that sort of... Which I use that kind of legato too, which is cool. But this is more controlled speed. You're trying to get that... String skipping with only hammer-ons is so tight. Is that Holdsworth? I want to look them up. Yeah, no, it's not anything Holdsworth actually specifically plays. I love Holdsworth too. He's like the best, in my opinion. But with that being said, I'm using his technique where you're only using hammer-ons. It's a real challenge, really. It's such a challenge. Like, listen to this. I'm playing a scale descending, but I'm still using hammer-ons. Look at it. Do you like Frankenbali? Love Frankenbali. Super amazing player. He does a lot of stuff like that. He's the master of economy picking, truthfully. If you had to start from scratch, what theory would you go for first? Probably understanding chords thoroughly in all one key center. So learn them all in G major, then learn the scales, then learn the arpeggios, and yeah, learn the modes, scales, arpeggios, all in one key center. So that means G major, A minor, B Phrygian, C Lydian, D Mixolydian, E Aeolian, F sharp Locrian. And then learn the chords, learn the seventh arpeggio, learn it all. Yeah, just go for it. That's a cool pattern. More legato practice. Very hard to play this technique versus the hammer-on techniques, or the pull-off technique doing the whole... Even when I do that, to a degree, I'm using hammer-on, or hammer-on only to a degree when I descend. I'm just so used to that. rather than... You might not be able to hear the difference just depending on what stage and what skill level you are. There's a chance you might not even know the difference. Why, after all this time, have you not upgraded your video recording methods? Connect a mic so I can hear the shreds nice and crispy clear. Some people prefer it without it, and I must admit, it just depends. Like, have you not watched my videos? Like, a lot of my videos are recorded direct. It's just through a phone. I'm right now not using, you know, that method of recording, just using camera audio. But on my videos, like, watch the videos I posted over the years. I mean, a lot of them are recorded direct through Logic and everything. They sound great. But just for a live stream, I'm just not doing that. Also, do you make music or just do the shred clips? I make music, man. I'm working on releasing an EP this year and probably some singles this coming summer. So not just shredding. There's more to my playing than just shred. That's a cool pattern. I like that. Man, I'm trying to practice it with strict legato technique. That'd make it more melodic minor sounding. It's tough. Tough stuff. Can we get a teaser? Soon. We'll give you some teasers soon. I might even just start adding some short clips of songs in my shorts. You guys been watching my new shorts, right? Been going hard every single day on shorts. Tell me if you've been watching them. I want to know if the audience on here has been watching my shorts. Where would we be able to find your EP? Or will you know more? Where would we be able to find your EP? Or will you know more closer to when it's about to be released? I mean, it'll be everywhere, bro. You don't got to worry about that. It'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Anywhere you listen to music, it'll be. So that's something you don't got to worry about. Here's a good question from a student of mine. What's the best way to think of melodic minor? Dorian with major 7? I prefer to think of it as a major scale with a flat 3. So if you're playing G major, just flatten that third. And it's also very similar to harmonic minor as well. But instead of playing that note, you could go like this. Your shorts are fire. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched my new shorts, got to check those out, man. I've been uploading them every day, and I plan to keep uploading them every day. So that's definitely for certain right now. As of right now, I'm uploading them every day. I just subscribed, found this live just now. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You're helping me get closer to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing, so much appreciated. Favorite pickup type: active, passive, if passive, ceramic or Alnico magnets. Ceramic or Alnico magnets. My personal favorite is passive with ceramic. I don't really know all the details as well as you. I think what I do know is they're definitely not the ones that are active, because I'm just not the kind of person who would want to put batteries in pickups. But from what I heard, they do sound good, and maybe I should consider that in the future. But whatever these are the kind of pickups I like as of right now. So yeah, just single coils, not noiseless. I don't like noiseless pickups because that screws up your single coil tone. And that's one thing I know I don't like is noiseless, because it'll rob your tone. Of course, it gives you less noise, but if you can figure out ways to mitigate that, then go for that. But yeah, just I like how old school pickups sound. Like vintage pickups is what I would go for, because I like vintage style gear. Even though I'm playing modern gear, it's at least designed to sound vintage. You know what I mean? Because this stuff is custom shop. It's all top of the line stuff. So yeah. Is there a scale better than harmonic minor? I mean, that's an opinion. There's no real. It couldn't be a factual statement. If you like harmonic minor, that's cool. But some people like Lydian. Some people like harmonic minor stuff, Phrygian dominant stuff, all that stuff. It's just what you prefer, really. Plays like modern, sounds like vintage. Exactly. That's exactly. I like that. I might have to use that. So much easier to do hammer-ons. Or better yet, make it a 4-note pattern. Okay, here's a question. What are some ways you've found to get out of your pentatonic boxes when improvising? I don't know. 3 notes per string, I guess, would be a, easy way of figuring that out. Go 3 notes per string. And then use pentatonic more as a framework is what I would suggest. So use that pentatonic box as a framework, right? And then work outside that box a little bit slowly. If you're not used to 3 notes per string, you could start adding maybe like F sharp. Or you could just go straight up Dorian pentatonic. You could kind of go. So try that. A little bit of 3 notes per string and add a little bit more modal playing, but keep that pentatonic as a framework, and that'll give you a nice balanced approach to your improv. Well, at least shape-wise. It's up to you to make the music. If you were playing a 3 notes per string run, would you economy or alternate pick? I like economy ascending or I like alternate ascending and economy descending, or just either or, whatever works. So this would be an E major. Watch both techniques. So this will be alternate. This would be economy picking. And then this would be alternate ascending, descending economy. Really just whatever I feel like in the moment. But I actually used to do the opposite where I'd go ascending economy and then descending alternate. What would that sound like? If I can do it anymore. Not my strong point anymore, but it once was. That one scale run up / down from Speed Metal Symphony Teach Me Scales. What song is that? Hello at that thumb jiggle on the ascending run. Yeah, that happens when you do ascending economy picking. Typically, you can get that sort of thumb joint happening. Definitely doesn't happen much during alternate, but also happens during 2-string and 3-string sweeping. There, my legato sounded nice now. Maybe you try that better. This is me practicing slow, a rare occurrence. I actually never really practice slow too much. I'm so used to doing 3 notes per string right here. There we go. It's from Jason Becker / Marty Friedman's album. Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't know why. I was thinking of something totally different. You're right. You're right. Do you practice with a metronome? Only in the studio I use a metronome just to get everything super tight. But yeah. You can tell Yngwie uses economy all the time. His thumb always makes that circular motion. Oh yeah, of course. It does make that circular motion where you get that sort of like... Yeah, you're right. Good catch. Try and hammer on only legato again. Let's try that. I like the sound of it. I'm going to change the shape though. Let's try it in... Ooh, I like that a lot. That's a cool change as well. Just drop my pick. Yeah. So someone said, have you ever done side-to-side vibrato? It gives it a classical sound. I'll do it a little bit, not too much. Opinion on dad rock solos. Love them. Love rock. How could you not? That is the founding formula to any electric guitar playing, really. In my opinion, right? I mean, how could you kind of disagree? And if anyone is interested in lessons with me, all you got to do is check out the link in the description of this live stream. There's a lesson pack with cool tabs and cool slow videos. A ton of people loved it. So if you are interested in lessons with me, click that link and check it out if you're interested. And if anyone's interested in one-on-one guitar lessons with me, there's a email that you can contact that is linked in the description as well. It's a really good package. I'm still working through it. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, listen to that guy. He loves the package as well. So if you guys are interested, there's some proof that people like it. My favorite lick from that package is actually a video I posted kind of recently. It was a short, and it's not, maybe it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I just love the key changes in this pattern right here, where it goes. I use that actually as a warm-up routine, and I just love the changes. They're so musical, super awesome changes. It's not every day you hear those kind of changes, so I like it. Play that one more time. Oh, I love that riff. Yep, that is one of my favorites too. It's in the InstaLicks lesson pack. Link in the description. Van Halen, love Van Halen. Do you like Joe Satriani? Love him too. Amazing guitar player. That's so sick. Yeah, it is sick. Chord changes and fast patterns are always so ethereal. Yeah, man. I love that lick. It's super cool. It's cool because look at it. It's kind of like a B minor pentatonic shape here. And it goes to like a kind of like A minor, and then sort of like E major after that. Like E major 7 kind of idea. So we got B minor, A minor, E major, and then E mixolydian sort of sounds. And we got some more augmented sort of sounds right here. Kind of like that, or minor major 7 or major minor 7, whatever it's called, has that super crazy sound at the end. Any tapping riffs? Sure. I could do some tapping stuff. What kind of tapping? Like, are you looking for like old school metal tapping, or like modern sort of string skipping tapping? I'll just do whatever. I love your style of playing. Thank you. Do you practice 2 notes per string? Sure, why not? Can you flex some string skipping? Sure. Someone said, this is actually a funny statement right here. Sometimes I forget this is live. I could listen to this all day. That's hilarious, man. Imagine I just started posting videos like 50 minutes long of me just sitting here with a guitar. I wonder if people would even watch that. That'd be an interesting idea. I might do a test run of that sometime. Just film me for an hour just shredding, or maybe like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Maybe like 30 minutes. Just why not? Because I'm practicing anyway. May as well. That's basically what I'm doing right now, working on technique. So, can you play palm muted legato stuff? I can do some of that stuff. How many hours should one practice to get to a professional level like yourself? Well, there's no real answer, but the truth is I've put in over 30, or not 30, over 20,000 hours of practice. You got to think about it like that. I've put over 20,000 hours of practice on a guitar. And this is where I'm at. So, I mean, do the math yourself. How many hours a day will that take you? It surely will take you maybe at least a decade to 2 decades. May not be the fun answer you want, but unfortunately, to get to a high level, that is kind of what you need to do. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to get to a super high level, you can still get like really, really good, and you could be amazing. Like, you don't need 20,000 hours of practice, but that's just that's the route I took. I started also when I was young. I started when I was 13 years old, so I had a lot of time to practice and develop my technique a lot earlier than most people. So that's another reason I have, gotten to where I've gotten. Someone said 10,000 hours is the usual answer. Yeah, that's great. If you can get to 10,000 hours of practice, that is beyond like most people will ever get to. And that's when they say you become kind of like a sort of a virtuoso is once you get to that level, but you don't need to have like superhuman level of technique to be a great player, by the way. Like a lot of the guitar players I listen to aren't necessarily amazing technicians. I actually respect a lot of the old school rock guys that just played by feel, and you just listen to it. It's just like, oh, so good. You know what I mean? Put it on YouTube so you can see how long people would stick around. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that sometime. Do it. I'll put it on my Spotify playlist. I don't know if I would put that on Spotify because I would rather just put EPs and albums on Spotify, which is what I'll be doing. But I'll definitely would put it on YouTube. Have you ever written a song? Yes. Lots of them. You'll be hearing them soon as well. Have you ever checked out the song Oh my gosh. Have you ever checked out the song People Get Ready by Jeff Beck? I don't know. I've listened to the Jeff Beck album Blow by Blow though, which is great. You know what I mean? And if anyone who is not subscribed and you're new here, would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers. We're getting so much closer. And that way you can say you were here before 100,000. You ever seen the movie Crossroads? Of course. Love that movie. Do you think it's necessary to shred over the whole song or play some beautiful melody? I prefer melody over shred. Shred is always better when it's in moderation. These streams are not necessarily a great example of that, but these aren't also full songs. I'm just sitting here practicing, so yeah, melody should always come first over shred. But if the shred is, full of melody, then why not do that too? Whatever you like is what's best, honestly. I mean, it's all a preference at the end of the day. No one is right or wrong when it comes to music because music is subjective. How do you avoid just noodling up and down scales when you're that technically proficient? Let your ear guide you. You gotta have some good music in your ear, Just focus on melody. Focus on good sounds. It's not like you want to hear this all day. Just throw that into your phrasing. Just throw some of that into your phrasing, and then it'll end up, just have a nice balanced approach, truthfully. Have you checked out Overthrow React yet? It is okay if you haven't. I have not yet, but now that you have mentioned it one more time, you got it in my head to do it. I will. By next live stream, I will, if you're there. If you're there, I will next time. Let you know. Because I will listen to it after this. I'm going to get off here and listen to it. Overthrow React. Gotta get it in my brain. I will do that. Hi, I'm back. Hey, shout out to you. Opening solo to Sales of Sharon. Actually, I know how to play that super well. Maybe I'll do a short of that sometime. Maybe I'll do a short of that. It's a cool song for sure. It's underrated as well. Do you know music theory? Yes. That's a sick looking guitar, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. That's a flamed Koa top. This thing is beautiful. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you do some improvisation? Note or sound? I'm focused on sound for sure. What's the correct notes for Hirajoshi scale? Is it major or minor? Well, just depends on what mode you're playing it in, I guess. I suppose. What kind of guitar do you have? I have a Kiso guitar is what I'm playing. It's actually what I play nowadays. I'm a signed Kiso Guitars artist. The album for Overthrow React is called React. Look for the album. Look for the name Richie Dagliolo. Dagliolo. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that after the stream. I'm serious. I will this time. What's the best guitar you have ever played in your life? I mean, this is for certain one of them. I love this one a lot. This is just an easy, especially for the shred stuff. It's just so easy to bend. Okay, here's a question. Dude, I'm having trouble getting my picking hand and fingers to connect at a higher tempo. For me, 120 quarter notes. Any recommendations? Just metronome it every day sort of deal? Well, there's certain methods that you can do and use to get yourself at a faster and fuller speed. But this also requires you to, have control. So what I would do is try this method called a half speed, full speed method. And this is what it sounds like. Play at the scale. 6 notes half speed, then 6 notes full speed, sort of like this. Try that. Does your guitar's body cut ever get in the way? The cutaway? Absolutely not. This thing is flawless. It's like I can sweep up here. That's like half speed, triple speed. Yeah, it is. I'm impatient when it comes to playing slow. I must admit, I'm not a guy who sits there and practices slow. So I'm impatient in that way. So yep, I'm not a practice it slow kind of guy. I believe in that for memorization purposes, and that's it. As far as practicing a lot of these techniques like economy picking, it's not the same motion slow as it is fast. At least medium speed is what I recommend. If I sent you the tab to a Jason Becker song no one has ever covered before, could you take a look at it? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Send it. That's a cool idea. Thank you. He said, great playing, though. Just thought that was funny. Yeah, I know. I was recommending it for him to practice it that way, not necessarily me. Do you know / play any Alexi Leo licks? I never really listened to Children of Bodom too much, to be honest. But they're pretty good from what I hear, right? And this is why I don't like noise gates, because listen, I'm trying to play more dynamically, and it's cutting it out when I have a noise gate on. But I'm doing this for the live stream. I hate the gate, but it makes the delay sound better. I just don't like the gate because it ruins the dynamics if you're playing. To get that rolled down sort of sound, get that sort of... it just ruins the dynamics completely. But it's sort of necessary for a live stream when I'm going to be rolling the volume down constantly. So I just use it. It's whatever. I usually would have it off, but it's not a big deal. That's pretty sweet, actually. Can you do 4 or 5 note per string stuff? Yeah. That's a way I do it with position shifting. Actually, a lot of the stuff I do is a lot of 4 notes per string, in combination with 3 notes per string, of course, like this. Even chromatic stuff. Alright, we're gonna try this legato technique again. It makes it much easier actually using that pattern. The pattern makes it so easy. You have some Eric Johnson go-to licks, pretty much. All right, this is a great question. What lick did you start with? What lick did you start when playing fast? Can you show us? Yes. So it's this lick. 9th fret G string and then 12, 10, 9 D string. So 9th fret G string, 12, 10, 9, and then it sort of loops like this. You do it in octaves. Then it sort of turned into sort of something like this. Now I use Swiber picking for that, it seems like. Or economy picking, or even alternate picking, whatever. I just find myself using, yeah, a little bit more economy or hybrid picking or Swiber picking, whatever works. Gilbert, yeah, that's a Gilbert lick, but it's also a El Dinilo lick as well. He does a lot of that too. He does a lot of this sort of. They would both use alternate picking, of course. So yeah, pretty much just work on that pattern, and that'll get you in the right direction. Remember, this is another Paul Gilbert lick I learned as well. Wait, goes. Trying to figure out what I Swiber pick this now. Actually, yeah, that would work quite well. Let's try that. What on earth is that swagger picking? No, it's a swybrid picking. It's a combination of sweep picking, hybrid picking, and economy picking. What are the other picking styles here? You got string skipping, alternate picking, economy picking, swiber picking, sweep picking. Those are what I primarily use. But yeah, let me work on it. I'm actually just going to work on an alternate picking just because why not? And then I'll work on it with Swybrid. Now see if I can do this with Swybrid. Yeah, that works. But the real question is that optimal? I think so. I do think it's optimal. Seems pretty fast. Yeah, you could totally Swiber pick that. That would be pretty much what I would do, yeah. At this point going forward, I'm going to use Swiber picking for that. Anytime I play a lick, I try to see if it's Swiber pickable, so. Because that seems to be the technique I like to gravitate towards nowadays. It's so much, more efficient, right? Why go across the strings when your pick is right there is what I started to realize. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. That's cool. You see me practice right now. You see me make some cool discoveries. But I probably have done this before, just not realizing it. That's kind of what happens. I'm just now realizing it because I'm talking about it on a live stream. So yeah, it's fun going on a live stream, making discoveries like this. It's pretty fun. What size pick do you use? Opinions on really thick picks. I use Dunlop Altex 1.0 Sharps. These are the only picks I will use. Tried them all, man. Love these. Tried them all, man. Love them. Love these. I've been using these for a long time. So yeah, if you wanted to Swiber pick this, just take a shape like this and just go. Be down, up, down. Wait. Down, up, down, up. Hybrid, down, up. Wait, is that how it works? I think so. So down, up, down. Down, up, down, down. Hybrid, down, up. Repeat. That's really cool. Very cool. I love this technique. I'm gonna have to work on that. Let's do it in octaves. Actually, it's easier on these strings. Hi. Heard about Anton Operin. He is playing impossible things. I remember Rick Graham mentioned him on live stream. Oh yeah, I know who Anton Operin is. He's great, man. Very, very great. When you practice, do you use a lot of distortion? I mean, yeah, pretty much. What string gauge do you prefer? I like eights. Eights are the greatest. Eights are the greatest. I love them. What's your practice routine like? Right now, I'm just figuring out more efficient ways of playing everything I play. I don't really have a practice routine, truthfully, but right now, this is what my practice looks like. Just doing whatever. Just picking up a guitar and playing, whether it's string skipping, alternate picking, economy picking, just working on techniques is what it is. If I notice something needs work, then I'll just work on it. How long did you play eights? For like at least 10 years, probably. Oh, so he said, have you ever been stuck in a rut when playing guitar? I mean, not really, to be honest. But I'm going to shout out to Mr. Sir for the super chat, man. He donated $20 to the chat, or to the live stream for the super chat. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. He said, Dad, question mark. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I remember you from previous donations, man. Really, I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. So I'll do some more playing now. Very sweet. Love that pattern, man. That's super cool. What's the hardest lick for you? I don't have a hardest lick, but right now I'm just, this lick is kind of, it's not that hard. It's just that I'm trying to get used to it, because you can get this, like, not get used to it, but just getting it past alternate picking speeds, like doing that. Yeah, it's so much faster with Swiber picking. Oh my gosh. What pattern do you recommend when starting playing all throughout the neck? Just learn your scales on all one string. So use this pattern: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello there, Strat. Hope your night is going groovy. Hey, how you doing, man? Glad to have you on the live stream as always. How you doing? Please play some tapping. Play some tapping? All right. And if anyone is interested in one-on-one lessons with me, all you got to do is check the link in the description. All the information's there. And if you want to contact me, just contact the email that's linked in the description. And also there is a lesson pack you can check out. Really cool stuff. There's people in the chat who has already bought it and love it. And if you're new here, would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers. Do you play in a band? Not at the moment. Working on it, though. Working on it. Once I release a couple EPs, I'll be playing live. Doing good, man. Thanks for asking. You're sounding great as always, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I like that pattern. That's cool. Yeah, that was a crazy pattern. I love that. Mr. Sir, I will show that to you, man. Whoa, what was that last low to high thing? So, I'll play it for you slow, Mr. Sir. So yeah, this is just an E major. Is this what you're referring to right here? You could do a slide up there too. You can do that with the other shapes too. You can go. This one's a little harder though. Lovely? Yeah, it's an amazing pattern. Use this quite a bit nowadays. You can do it with Mixolydian shapes too. Some patterns are more conducive, or I should say shapes are more conducive to using that pattern. More major 7 shapes, just because you'll run into some issues with the way your left hand has to finger certain shapes. So yeah. So yeah. Let's work on that some more. Let's take it to F major. You know, you can do that. Add the extra notes on the B string. You can even do this. Makes it more of a major 9 sound. A little tougher though. Move 2 more frets. Oh, like this. That's pretty cool too. Actually, that's really cool. That's a really cool shape too. That's a good way of playing a diminished arpeggio or a dominant 7th arpeggio. You can go even D7. Go. Actually, let me try Swiber picking this. This may be Swiber pickable. I don't know, actually. Actually, it is Swiber pickable. This is cool. It's actually much faster than just playing that with strict alternate picking. That's very cool stuff. Love that. That's awesome. I'm trying to figure out where the most efficient way of playing that would be, though. Oh, we got another super chat. Awesome, awesome. So we got a $10 super chat from Joshua Booth. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Very Jakey Lee. Love that you're out here teaching it. Show us that little sadness in that seventh. LOL. What do you mean by that? Oh, are you talking about like a minor seventh arpeggio? Angelo Badio gave you the keys to the Lamborghini. Nice. Yeah, explain further. Appreciate the super chat, man. Someone said Swiber. That sounds awesome. Never heard of this picking technique. Yeah, it's a combination of sweep picking, hybrid picking, and like economy picking. So yeah, I use it every chance I get. Like if I wanted to do a shape. Yeah, you could elaborate further on that, Josh, so I understand your question. What do you mean by that? In that seventh. But thank you for the super chat as always. Let's try some minor seventh stuff. You can do that in B minor. You can even do Swiber picking with that too. You go. If we wanted, we can make a diminished seventh as well. You can go. Oh yeah, on the B minor, yeah, that seventh. Yeah, that seventh is really cool. When you add the minor seven, you get that sort of. If you want, you can make a Dorian. You could get that sort of. That's it. Sweet, sweet. Glad I understood your question. Killer of Giants solo, or in it rather. Oh, what is that solo? Who does that song? Someone said it's stupid how good you are. LOL. Can you play some BB King? You know, I never really learned a lot of BB King, but sometimes I shred over some BB King style backing tracks with that slow blues style. Well, I don't have the right tone for that right now. And yeah. But yeah, he's actually a pretty big inspiration to me. Said you got the blues in you, I can tell. Yeah, I like playing blues, man. Love it. Someone said, can you do Play With Me by Extreme? I don't know that track. I've never listened to Extreme. How did you develop your signature vibrato? Ironically, from B.B. King helped a lot. Listening to guitar players like B.B. King. I guess not ironically, but someone was talking about B.B. King on here, and I definitely, took some inspiration from that. Yngwie, just wanting, a nice vibrato. At one point, I even had sort of like a Zakk Wylde sort of a approach at one point where I was doing the, but I don't do it like that too much. But it's just a nice. I like a nice slow vibrato. Randy Rhoads, I learned something really cool from Randy Rhoads. He does a really cool sort of thing where he does this with his licks in pentatonic. He'll do like... And you can do that with your pentatonic stuff. You go... So that's my approach when I go for that Randy style, lick. I'm such a big Randy fan, and you're so insane. Please do it one time for the one time. Go to my Instagram, and you'll see me playing Mr. Crowley Solo 1. Go for that. Check it out on Instagram. At Straten Marshall, if you want to see that. Randy Rhoads is my favorite, too. Love him. Randy Rhoads, Van Halen, those are two of my favorite guitar players of all time. Rest in peace to both of them, man. Super amazing. Van Halen is more of a Dorian guy, and Randy Rhoads is more of an Aeolian guy. That's the difference in a lot of ways. Well, not the complete difference, but Dorian's more rock, Aeolian's more metal. What about Jimi Hendrix? Love him too. One of my favorite guitar players of all time. I enjoy every minute listening to him, man. He's super, just got so much feel and so much, magic to his playing. Any Dream Theater? I don't know much Dream Theater, no. Killer of Giants was on the album before Zakk's debut. Oh, it was before Zakk Wylde's debut. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, it's Jake E. Lee playing that. Okay, cool. That's a good way of doing Swiber picking as well. I believe this is Swiber picking. I'm not fully sure. I just one day started kind of doing this technique. But let me see if that is Swiber picking. I believe it is. If I had to guess, yeah, that's... Yeah, that's Swiber picking. Yes, sir. Like the Bark solo stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, it's at the Bark at the Moon. I'll have to check out more Jake E. Lee. I don't know a ton about him, I must admit, but Jake E. Lee, he's great. Bark at the Moon and all that stuff's amazing. How do you alternative picking so clean? That would be economy picking, right? Just gotta practice, man. I've been playing guitar for a very long time, and I have over 20,000 years of experience on guitar. So when you think of it like that, that's kind of your answer. What's the best way to learn the modes? Start in G major and just learn all the shapes. Just understand there's only 7 notes, and then each note, basically, an easy way of playing the modes is going like this. That right there is the modes, essentially. Then I could add F sharp Locrian. And each note I just played were 7 notes, and then I just started with the next root note, and I played and ended on the next root note. So that would be G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So that is actually everything you need to know about the modes, as far as just the first set of the G major modes, and then eventually when you learn all the 3 notes per string shapes, all you got to do is essentially just learn them as 3 notes per string and play them up and down the neck. If you want to understand the fretboard to the best of your ability, of course. And on G somehow, on G. Have you ever heard of Steve Vai? He's an up-and-coming guitarist that I think deserves some love. Yeah, I've heard of Steve Vai, the up-and-coming guitarist. Steve Vai is great, man. He's awesome. Been listening to Steve Vai for years. Can you play bass or acoustic? Yes, I got a bass and an acoustic. What do you think of the Buckethead guy? He's great. He's great. I even got one of his guitars, the Buckethead signature Gibson Les Paul. He's great, though. Your blues sounds nice. Thanks. It's more rock blues, but I'll do some more blues when I get some backing tracks. But in that G shape, how many inversions were that in? Those were all that G shape. That I believe the shape you're referring to. I was just playing all just the straight up modes with all the just the standard root notes of the modes. Any tips you'd give yourself when you first started? To be honest, I'm pretty satisfied with where I got to, and I keep working on it just as if I was a beginner. To be honest, I play with the same level of practice as I did back then, even to this day. So I would just say, keep it up. Keep it up. And I love this shape. I got to keep working on the speed on this. I keep wanting to do 3 notes per string here. One more time. Yeah, that stuff gets kind of bluesy sometimes. What are good exercises to learn legato? Just go 3 notes per string, hammer-ons only. So even when you're descending, try to avoid using pull-offs. Just go. So take any scale and just play it 3 notes per string, up and down. How often do you stream like that? I stream like this probably once or twice a week. Once or twice a week. Usually Fridays I stream. I stream on Fridays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or maybe even 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, typically. That's when my next live stream is going to be. At least that's, I'm certain it'll be next Friday. But if not, I might do one within the next couple days again. But more than likely, it'll just be Friday, the next live stream. And if anyone is interested in one-on-one guitar lessons with me, all you got to do is check the link in the description. There's a lesson pack where you can check out some stuff that I did with, tabs and cool licks. There's some people in the chat who've already bought it. They love this lesson pack. And there's an email that you can contact if you're interested in one-on-one lessons with me. And if you're new here, would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. We're getting so close to 100,000 subscribers. That's the Swiber stuff I'm going to try again. Whoops. That's really cool. This pattern I was working on earlier. Be working a lot more Swiber stuff for sure. What gauge strings those look like? These are 8 gauge strings. That's why I can do bends like this. You see how easy it is? See how easy that was? But anyway, everyone, I'm going to head out for this live stream. Appreciate all the support today. Shout out to all the people who donated for those super chats. Really appreciate it. I'll be back with some more live streams soon. If you're new here, would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel for more live streams and more content like this, and a lot more than this, actually. But with that being said, appreciate your support, everyone. We'll be back soon. Probably Friday. Friday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be there, and I'll see you next time. All right, everyone, take care. Peace out. Peace out, everyone. All right, later. Later.